Doodle-doo-doo-doo. A-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Who is a girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway? Rolling down the highway in my Jimmy hauling freight from Chicago to St. Louis, Lord, I see her every day. I double clutch and whistle like me, can hardly ever get a girl look at him that way. Smiling like the girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. Well, what a girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. I bet it wouldn't take her very long to get gone if someone would pull a dirty trick and take her towel away. I slow my Jimmy down to 20, that's how many wrecks I see there every day. Caused by the girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. A-doodle-doo-doo-doo. A-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Oh, I love the girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. I guess I'm getting bolder, cause I'd rather kiss and hold her than just keep a looking at her every day. At 4:45 coffee drinking eating time, Jimmy shimmies while I wake up the artist that painted the display. Of the girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. Doggone that girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. Sleepy-headed painter said the girl wasn't real, better get on my way. On Route 66 from the billboard to Chicago, you'll find tiny pieces of my heart scattered every which way. Shattered by the girl wearing nothing but a smile and a towel in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. A-doodle-doo-doo-doo. A-doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Highways that wind and wander across this lonesome land sure can get weary sometimes, especially when you get a flat on the old diesel. I was barreling down old 77 one day and I just passed a hobo who'd given me the thumb, and I gave him the thumb back and kept going. And wouldn't you know it, about a quarter of a mile further I pulled up on the shoulder with a flat on the right rear. And as I stood there looking at it, shaking my head, uttering some profane syllables, the hobo walked up and said to me,
"Have a flat?"
"No, thanks, I got one."
It ain't too bad, it's only flat on the bottom.
Oh, brother, you could tell this guy'd been out of circulation for a long time.
What you gonna do about it?
Well, I was just gonna look for a man to help me fix it.
Good, I'll help you look for him.
How about you?
Yeah, how about me?
Well, I mean, how about you giving me a hand?
Oh, I'd like to help you, buddy, but I'm too light for heavy work and too heavy for light work.
And too lazy.
Well, that might fit in there someplace.
Well, thanks a lot. I'll fix it myself.
And I'll supervise the job. Say, old buddy, how about giving me a dime for a piece of cake?
Well, if that don't beat all, and it's cake you want.
Well, today's my birthday.
All right, help me fix this flat and I'll buy you a full dinner.
Okay, you got a deal, but let me see the menu first.
Look, Buster, you know hard work won't kill you.
I don't know. I lost several wives that way.
Come on now, you look strong enough to work.
And you look handsome enough to be a movie star, but I see you're pushing this old diesel.
Surely you must have done some work.
Oh, yeah, I work now and then.
What do you do?
This and that.
Whereabouts?
Here and there.
I see.
Now, when you gonna give me that dime?
Sooner or later.
You can kid me if you wanna, but I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't change places with a guy that had $1 million.
Nah, how about 5 million?
Not even 5 million.
How about 10 million?
Not even, well, nah, that's different. You're talking real dough.
Now look here, you no good, mangy, knock-kneed, bow-legged, bald-headed, two-bit hobo.
Who are you calling bow-legged?
Now look, you're going to help me fix this flat or I'm going to break your...
Careful, chum, you'll bend the soup.
Now for the last time, are you or ain't you?
You get so excited. Okay, I'll help you. Let me take a look at that tire. Just as I thought. That ain't no blowout, just a slow leak. Hand me that tire pump.
And friends, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. That tramp took that pump and with one hand, mind you, pumped that big tire full of air in no time.
Well, what do you know? No flat.
Partner, I want to thank you. Hop in the cab and the next stop we make, I'll buy you the biggest steak and the best cake they've got in the house.
Sounds like a winner.
Just one thing, though. I noticed you only used one hand on that tire pump. How come?
Oh, I don't know, except this arm's broke.
Broke?
Just a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, old buddy. How did it happen?
Well, it was like this. I got a hold of this copy of the Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a Sears and Roebuck catalog.
Go on.
And I broke my arm filling out order blanks.
Oh, no. Come on. Let's hit the road.
From Caroline to Alabama, on down that Georgia line, I've seen lots of pretty girls, but there's none as sweet as mine. As I put the miles behind me, with the headlights burning bright, gotta keep these big wheels rolling, I'm coming home tonight. I ain't got time to shoot the pinball or to get the radar blues. Gotta keep these big wheels rolling, I'm coming home to you. I know my baby's waiting, the sweetest ever seen, with big blue eyes that sparkle. She's a truck driver's queen. At the cafes and truck stops, all up and down the line, I've seen lots of pretty girls, but there's none as sweet as mine. With big blue eyes that sparkle, she's the sweetest I ever seen. Gotta keep these big wheels rolling to my truck driver's queen. I ain't got time to shoot the pinball or to get the radar blues. Gotta keep these big wheels rolling, I'm coming home to you. I know my baby's waiting, the sweetest ever seen, with big blue eyes that sparkle. She's a truck driver's queen.
One is a lonely number. One can never have fun. When I met you, I thought I lost the blues, but now I find that I'm back in that same old boat again. One is an unhappy number. Why do you always make me wait? One and one makes two. That's why I need you. One is a lonely, lonely number. One is a lonely long. When I met you, I thought I lost the blues. Now I find that I'm back in that same old boat again. One is an unhappy number. So why do you always make me wait? One and one makes two. That's why I need you. One is a lonely, lonely number.
Well, when I was just a little bitty kid, I remember one time Mama said that he'd send you all of his love from Frisco Bay. I didn't understand till I was grown why my daddy didn't spend some time at home instead of run around the country that away. Whoa, I'm looking at the world through a windshield, and I see everything in a little bit different light. I got a sweet little thing I'm wanting to see in Atlanta. I'm down around Dallas and roll on south tonight. Long strips of rubber that you see were burned off this rig by the likes of me. They'll rot along the highways in this land. I'm gonna sign my name in that diesel smoke and let the ones that come along behind me choke and beat this pace I'm setting anytime they can. Whoa, I'm looking at the world through a windshield, watching it fly by me on the right. I got a sweet little thing I'm wanting to see in Memphis tonight. I'm down around Dallas and roll on south tonight. Well, I pushed this rig through sleet and rain, and I've driven through the rough terrain of the Rockies to the docks of old L.A. And on down that old Pacific shore, swing north and run for Baltimore, somewhere about 2,000 miles away. Whoa, I'm looking at the world through a windshield, watching it fly by me on the right. I got a sweet little thing I'm wanting to see in Nashville. I'm down around Dallas and roll on south tonight. Yeah, I'm down around Dallas and roll on south tonight.
The highways that wind and wander over mountains and valleys and deserts and plains. I guess I've drove about all of them. 'Cause for the past 25 years now, the cab of a truck has been my home. And it'd be kind of hard for me to settle down and not be on the go. Why, I remember the first truck I drove. I was so proud I could hardly wait to get home to show my wife and little boy. And my little boy was so excited like when he saw his first snow. He wasn't old enough to say too many words. He just kept a-hollering, "Giddy up go, Daddy, giddy up go." So that's what I named the old truck, Giddy Up Go. Oh, things wasn't too bad. Of course, I was gone an awful lot. And then after about 6 years of being in and out, I got home one day and found my wife and little boy gone. And I couldn't find out what happened. Nobody seemed to know. So from that day on, it's just been me and old Giddy Up Go. Oh, I've made a lot of friends at all the truck stops. And some of them would kid me about my little sign. Of course, they knew where I'd got the name. Of course, I told them about that little boy of mine and how his first word about the truck was Giddy Up Go. Well, today I was barreling down old 66 when up beside me pulled a brand new diesel rig. both stacks glowing black coal. And as he pulled around and back in front of me, a big lump came in my throat, and my eyes watered like I had a bad old cold. A little sign on the back of the truck that read, "Giddy Up Go." Well, I pushed old Giddy Up and stayed right on him till the next truck stop where he'd pulled up. And I waited till he went in, and I offered to buy him a cup. Well, we got to talking shop, and I said, "How'd you come by the name on your truck, Giddy Up Go?" Well, he said, "I got it from my pop. Dad used to drive a truck. That's what Mom talked about a lot. You see, I lost Mom when I was just past 16, and I lost all track of Pop. Mom said he got the name from me." Well, I shook his hand and told him I had something I wanted him to see. And I took him out to the old truck and brushed off some of the dirt so the name would show. And his eyes got big and bright as he read "Giddy Up Go." Oh, we had a lot of things to talk about, and buddy, I felt like a king. And now we've just pulled back on old 66, and he handled that rig better than any gear jammer that I'd ever seen. Well, now the lines on the highway have got a much brighter glow as we go roaring down the road, and me staring at little sign that reads, "Giddy Up Go."
I've traveled o'er this country wide, seeking fortune fair. Up and down the two coastlines, I've traveled everywhere. From Portland east to Portland west and back along the line. I'm going now to the place that's best, that old hometown of mine. 8 more miles in Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Be a gal somewhere that you like best of all. Now mine lives down in Louisville, she's long and she is tall, but she's the kind that you can't find rambling through the land. I'm on my way this very way to win her heart in hand. Oh, 8 more miles in Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Clear, boy, clear. Now I can picture in my mind the place we'll call our home. A humble little cot for two we'll never want to roam. The place that's right for that live site is in them bluegrass hills, while gently flows the Ohio by a place called Louisville. 8 more miles in Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles from Louisville, the hometown of my heart. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart.
up in heaven, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it's the best in the land. I put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man, and play the truck driving man. I'll just have a cup of coffee, then I'll go. Thought that I'd just drop by and let you know that I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'll cause you no sorrow. I'll just have a cup of coffee, then I'll go. I brought the money like the lawyer said to do. It won't replace all the heartaches I've caused you. It won't take the place of loving you, I know. I'll just have a cup of coffee, then I'll go. Tell the kids I came by a while last night, and I kissed them while they slept so tight. Make my cup of coffee sweet and make it warm, just the way you used to be inside my arms. I'll have another half a cup and then I'll go.
Those hard driving truckers here jamming day and night have got a real tough job to stand up to. Eyeballing down a highway in a big long diesel rig is not a job just anyone can do. But there's a lot of credit due to a fine group of girls. They're the truckers' wives who wait for their men when they kiss them goodbye and watch the taillights fade. It's a lonely wait until they're home again. He may be gone 3 days or maybe 2 weeks, and everything is left in her care, like paying bills and cutting grass and fixing kids their meals. She's the woman behind the man behind the wheel. This special breed of woman has to share a love affair with that long stretch of highway on his mind. But she knows that he loves her more than anything. She's a trucker's wife, and that's the greatest kind. And as he sips his coffee, you can bet she's on his mind. Oh, when he's driving down that highway all alone, and that sleeper sure gets lonely, parked at a big truck stop, compared to being in her arms at home. Now we've sung songs and praises about the trucking man, and they're true, but let's save one little spiel for all the truckers' wives, because after all, she's the woman behind the man behind the wheel. She's the woman behind the man behind